WMT.
Partly cloudy, 66 degrees, 6:53 on your Thursday, July 16th of 2020. Doug Wagner with you. In the first COVID-19 vaccine tested in the U.S. revved up people's immune systems just the way scientists had hoped, researchers reported on Tuesday. Joining me on the Newsmaker line is Dean Fanelli, Ph.D. He's a partner in the Intellectual Property Department of Seyfarth Shaw's LLP's Washington, D.C. office. Been doing this for 20 years. Pharmaceutical experience, biotechnology, IP management. So tell me a little bit about this, Dean. First of all, good morning. This vaccine, is it ready to advance to the final phase?
Yeah, that's things are moving literally at light speed. When you think of vaccine development, you're typically thinking 10 to 15 years. Mm-hmm. Here, the state of emergency was declared in March. Fast forward 4 months. And we're already going into the last, starting to anticipate going into the last phase of studies, phase 3, at the end of this month. So really unprecedented speed at which these clinical trials are moving. A lot of credit to the scientists and the U.S. FDA.
Right. When it says that this vaccine was developed by the National Institutes of Health and Moderna Incorporated, I mean, is it really a public-private partnership like that, or is it more the private side and then the public side has to get into it because of the testing?
It's a combination of both. So certainly there's a lot of taxpayer funds that have gone into this.
Oh, yeah.
That Moderna has received, but Moderna is leading the study. They've done a combination phase 1, phase 2, and there what they're looking at is dosage levels and safety levels to see if the body does elicit an immune response, and in the phase 1 and phase 2, particularly, you're looking at making sure that we don't see these really bad adverse effects.
Right. This next phase, the beginning around July 27th, around a week and a half from now, is a pretty good size study, 30,000 person study. What are they looking for in this one?
So in these studies, they're continuing to analyze safety, but they're also looking at efficacy. And what that means is they're going to inject the testing of the vaccine in humans, large scale, 30,000 people, and they want to see that in this large scale there is an immune response, what levels of immune response. In the preliminary studies, what you do is you compare that to convalescent patients, those patients that had the coronavirus and recovered. Mm-hmm. You see what their levels of antibodies in their body are, and then you compare that to the subjects that have been injected with this experimental vaccine, and they're seeing positive results. In the Moderna study, I think they saw 3 to 4 time increase in antibodies, so that's very promising.
We're joined on the Newsmaker line by Dean Fanelli, Ph.D. He's an expert on pharmaceutical and chemical-related technologies here on the WMT Morning Show. We're talking about the first coronavirus vaccine tested in the U.S., ready to advance into the final phase. This is one of a number of them. I know that remdesivir was tested down at the University of Iowa, just down the road from here. How are the other vaccines that are out there, how are they faring as well?
Yeah, so there's about, last I checked, about 140, 150 clinical trials that are underway. Remdesivir, that's an approved drug, so that's not a vaccine per se, but that's a therapeutic. When they administered remdesivir to patients, they had elicited a positive response.
Gotcha. I appreciate it. Thanks for straightening me out on that. I'm a layman when it comes down to this. You are the expert, however, and that's why we have you on the WMT Morning Show, and we appreciate your time. Dean Fanelli, Ph.D. Thank you very much, sir. Hope that you have a terrific Thursday.
Thank you. You too. My pleasure.
All right. Be well. 6:57 now, 66 degrees at Broadcast Park here on the WMT Morning Show. Fox News heads your way in just a matter of moments. Then local and regional news, and the 6 things you need to know in order to get your day started coming your way, too, here on News Radio 600 W.